Beautiful angle.
Planning, standing, all the time is spanning, waiting for the show to grow. Writing, fighting, all the new inviting, waiting for the show. Soon we'll see all the hard works come to the peak. Have a seat. Now let's meet. This is Sirius AI, and we are seriously caffeinated.
You put your left
Right
foot out, you put your left
right
foot
foot
Put your
in,
right
in,
foot in and you shake it all about.
You do the hokey
You
pokey
do the
and you throw
hokey
yourself
pokey and you
around.
turn
That's what
yourself
it's all
around. It's
about.
all about, oh yeah.
Yeah. One more time.
I am John and welcome to Seriously Caffeinated. I'm drinking coffee.
Are we, is this just going to be the tone between us for this whole episode? Is you're going to be like, oh.
Okay, well, I mean, we'll get more serious as we go.
I'm not
For right now, I'm just going to roll with what I feel is fun.
Very well, sir. Very well. But thank you for tuning in to Seriously Caffeinated. It's going to be a blast. We're going to have a blast tonight. You know who else blasted off is every astronaut that ever went up into space, into the big blue sky that we have. So what are we doing today here, John? What's the plan?
I am drinking coffee, and me being the bargain hunter that I am, I went to a local grocery store and I found 6 boxes of out of season gingerbread coffee. You could get 12 K cups for 50 cents. And then I bought like a bunch of boxes of them. And that's what I'm drinking. I am drinking gingerbread tainted coffee.
Jesus, when you say tainted, it makes it sound like the gingerbread is like arsenic. And so 50 cents for 12, that's like 4 cents a coffee. Wow. If anyone's going to Starbucks, then they need help. So why are we here today, John? Who are we talking to? Who's our special guest?
Okay, so our special guest is a really, really special person. And this person is someone who has been working on Sirius for a little while now, and he's a really cool guy. And yeah, he writes lyrics. So that is your introduction. Come on out, Magic Man.
Hey, I'm Sam. I write the lyrics, and yeah, my name's Sam Druin. I've been working, and I've known both of you guys for a while now. Even before we started the project. So I'm a high school friend of John's as well, and John and Sean.
Yeah, so Sam is when this project first started, it was just me and an idea. Actually, I've been wanting to make a musical since I was in high school with both you guys. And I remember that I kept asking people to write music. And no one ever really like it's you think that wanting to write a musical would be everyone would be like, oh yeah, that sounds a lot of fun, but maybe people just realize how much work it is. So anyway, I found a composer, and then we need a lyricist, and then Sam was like, oh, I like your idea, one day on a bike ride, and then we just started working together. And yeah, we've been working on this project since 2017, and it has literally been 5 years since that year. I don't know if Sirius is 5 years old yet, but it has been like it's been something that's been churning for 5 years, and you were there for the birth of it.
Since the magical bike ride that started it all. Yeah. That's crazy. Is it 5 years? That was in the fall, correct? Of that would have been 2017.
Yeah, I
my God.
remember. And Sean, you've been on this
Dude, almost 2 years.
maybe. No. I was gonna say I think you've been on that bike trail. It's up in Manchester, New Hampshire. It's like a snowmobile trail that goes from Manchester all the way to Hampton Beach, which is a good amount of distance. Anyway, that's where Sam and I were biking once, and then he said yes that he wanted to work on Sirius. So yay!
Yeah, John popped the question. It was very romantic.
Yeah.
By the seaside.
Yeah.
Get down on one knee.
Yeah.
Did you put on the jumbotron?
No, but I would have. You know, it was honestly it was wonderful the way he did it. But no, it was.
And he's cool that I asked.
The start.
He's cool that I.
Sorry, guys. Hello. What's up? Yeah, I got it, and I can lock the door for you. Bye, Jeff.
Hi, Jeff.
That was a very musical way of saying goodbye to your boss. It wasn't just like, oh, bye, Jeff. You're like, bye, Jeff.
Thank you. Bye, Jeff. Bye, Jeff. Speaking of musicals.
Oh, can we try and wait. Can we try and harmonize on Bye, Jeff right now?
Sure.
Bye, Jeff.
Bye, Jeff.
What are we talking about? We're talking about okay. So the story began, and we were looking for a lyricist because Devereaux and I both were like, we're not great at writing lyrics, and Sam had some really cool lyrics, and he was enthusiastic about it, and that's what. Whenever you're starting like a passion project, like really the secret ingredient is like just unwavering enthusiasm. It doesn't even have to be unwavering. It just has to be something that you can get back up with. And like, I mean, a lot of people like want to do these really cool projects, but it's when you can't keep it exciting, and people maybe get bored with it or they don't prioritize it anymore. And Sam has just been always really fun at like, getting excited about a project with. So Sam, I got a question for you. So why don't you tell us a little bit about like your perspective about what the last 5 years or 4 years, however long you've been involved with this project, has been like? I mean, like all the different faces, just like give me a Sam perspective of this project.
Yeah, the whirlwind of different iterations. Yeah, because so obviously after that bike ride, you told me about the idea, and I was extremely excited, and it was just it was honestly a super awesome, unique idea. I felt like, and I think it was like pretty soon after that you were like, I was like, oh yeah, like you were like, oh, you could do lyrics for this, and I was like, oh okay, yeah, sure, like I'll let you know. And you're like, okay, cool, we're gonna do like a coffee shop like tomorrow. And I was like, oh, and so I think that was one of the first things we did was we went to the coffee shop, and you had, I think, a demo from Devereaux that you guys have recorded the week prior, and like sat down with me, and we wrote like the titular like the song like of like the hero, like the I Want song for Sirius. Is there more? Which you all can listen to if we get funded for our first full length episode. Yeah, and we wrote those lyrics, I think, and those are the lyrics too. We wrote those in that coffee shop that day, and those stuck like the entire time, which is funny because I feel like there's a lot of stuff we do now like ends up going through a lot of different iterations, but that one was like that when it came out. And speaking of, we obviously we spent a lot of time after that kind of, creating and like exploring this like newborn baby we had, this robotic AI baby who, is very philosophical. But yeah, and we then, it basically like persisted like that, whenever we had off time, in between me working at the studio and me playing in in a couple bands, you going off to China. And then it was like right around COVID when it became like all virtual, like everything we were doing became virtual. And then like the company rose from there. And that was 2 years ago, right? So that would have been, so like for the first 3 years, we were just kind of like whenever we can meet in like holidays is really like, I feel like what we did, whenever we can get together.
Yeah, right in 2020, like in February when I came back to this country, I remember like that is when we first got Jen involved, and we also like were looking for concept artists. And that's
Right.
like I remember Devro had a conversation. We had a conversation with one of Devro's acquaintances who was an animator named Rob. I don't remember Rob's last name. Sorry, Rob, if you're watching. And he essentially told us, oh, you just need a concept artist. I think that's the big thing. And yeah, and then it just kind of like for those 3 years, like it was just me, you, and Devro. And then all of a sudden we got all these people. We got Jen and Sean on the business end of things, and we built an entire animation team of visual artists. And one thing that like I feel like you and I kind of diverged, and I'm sorry. Well, no, I mean I'm not like sorry for it. I think it's cool that like we both kind of diverged into different paths. Like you and Devro were much more on the audio thing. So like you probably, you recorded things for the episode too. And we can hear your guitar in the songs and stuff like that.
Well, it's very interesting because when we diverged, like we had spent those first 3 years writing stuff in like basements. And I remember like writing out of your parents' basement, like on the piano. And we were doing a lot of that for a while. And then once we became online, like we did separate into these different groups, but it's just huge now. It really is. We have so many wonderfully talented and awesome like artists and animators and that are working for us now. So there's just a lot of people. And Sean, and now we have Sean.
Yes, I too am here. And, so I came on in the height of COVID. You guys invited me to join, but I got to be part of a sneak preview. The may have been the first stage reading of Sirius AI in 2018, and I won't speak too much about that because the script is very different. You've got to be a really high level patron to see the original script of Sirius AI. But I will leave you this Easter egg. Do you guys think that the plot is better? Like, what are the pros and cons of removing Osama bin Laden from Sirius AI?
It wasn't Osama bin Laden. The name was Obin Ladin, and those characters are still probably going to be involved. But that is something like way far off. Like we're still Sam and I haven't talked about a lot of world building and character stuff recently, but I don't think like we're gonna get rid of those characters. I feel like we've created them too much, right, Sam?
Yeah, and also like I gotta say, like part of it felt like just Sean's interpretation of the character, which maybe it's on us. Maybe we should have thought a little bit about Obin at that time, who was very different than how he is now. But yeah, that first reading was interesting.
But Matt was there too. Matt's married now.
Yeah, Matt. That was at my apartment. That was with like my old apartment in Manchester, Manchester, New Hampshire, and I was with like one of my roommate was still Tim, and Sky was maybe like a year under my roof. So I have a picture of Matt like holding Sky. Just the two of them, and it's like the oldest picture on my phone for some reason.
You were gonna whip out a framed photo.
Yeah,
of that. I have a picture.
Sky, like he had Sky like this, and yeah.
Oh man,
it's so adorable. Oh my god, it's one of my favorite photos. So cute, so cute.
I'm glad he'll really appreciate that.
You had asked about the characters though. I think Obin definitely went through the most changes. Loveman went through not a lot of changes. Like he teetered in between a couple things. And Sirius, like, I don't know, Sirius has been serious since the start to me. Like Sirius has always just been the same wonderful young man who literally sees like the world for the first time. You know,
What is the line? It's sorry to interrupt you. Is it little bundles? He's a little bundle of biomatter, aspiring bundle of biomatter. That's great. Great lyric. Whoever wrote that, that's great.
Thank you. I actually think little bundles of biomatter. So Fruition of Love, which is a song from our opening episode, When the Day Arrives. Not to be confused with the minisode Wonderment. But we have a song in there called Fruition of Love, and that's where that lyric, little bundles of biomatter, comes from. And I think is that a spoken line? Is that from John? I don't want to take credit where credit isn't due.
Oh, I think it's Loveman talking.
So I think that is from John. Yeah.
John is the originator of little bundles of biomatter. Very good, John.
Bundles of biomatter. Oh, is he frozen?
Oh, I thought he was just, they're going to have to bleep that out. I thought he was
holding this pose.
This happened last time too. Oh man, that's going to be great.
Yeah. He's like, yeah, I came up with little bundles of biomatter. That was mine.
Like, you know what
I'm the mastermind.
Like Austin Powers a little bit.
He does.
Oh, I'm going to get a screen cap of that. I'll find some way to put in the episode. All right, well, we can still riff. So let's do some rapid fire. Let's do some rapid fire questions. So,
love it.
Favorite character in the show?
Favorite character in the show is probably Hope. I think probably because I resonate with her so much. There's something about like feeling like you're lost in a world of people that don't feel like you, like that just really resonates. I think that and like the sort of glitchy kind of thing that she has like also works, I think, really well to that as well. And just like the way she speaks and the grudge she has for people feels very, very similar, you know, in a lot of ways.
Similar to you?
Yeah, I think, I love people like individually, but I think people as a whole is, you know, the more difficult thing. John, can you just do you see your
evil twin in the frame?
Do I see him?
Yeah.
No, is my picture still up? It's not on my computer.
Yeah. I'll send it. I'll send it after, or I'll try.
Can you just do? Can you do this for me? A little bit. Lean back a little bit. Just a little bit. Yeah. And then look more bored. Look like you're on your fourth cup of coffee. There it is. That's closer. Oh yeah, a little smirk. There it is.
Oh, it's gone now. But John, look at Slack. Look at Slack. You see what I'm talking about?
Wait, what are we talking about?
No, look at Slack really quick, and you'll see the photo. Just to give you a full in real time image.
oh, I see it. Like,
yes, just like that. So we were doing rapid fire questions with Sam. So I asked one, you ask one, and then I'll ask one, and then you ask one. And this is rapid fire. They don't call it. It's not rapid iceberg. Speaking of which, I saw a Titanic exhibit recently. It was like a pop-up museum, and like,
oh really?
Yeah, it was pretty neat. I walked away with like way too many souvenirs.
That sounds dark. I don't know if you should be walking away with
just to be clear, I did not take garments of the deceased.
Okay, just making sure. Yeah.
Just to be very clear. All right, so
just pieces of the wreckage.
Just
I mean, geez, Sean, I like a bargain as much as the next guy, but
yeah, all I took was one necklace, and
just heartfelt letters. Yeah.
When I put it on, I heard my heart.
Can you guys? Am I moving right now?
Yeah, you're moving.
You Gucci.
I can't see. Both you guys are gone. Whatever. Okay.
All right. Rapid fire questions for Sam.
Are they Sirius related?
I mean, like
they can be
Sirius related, but just whatever. My next question was going to be, what's your favorite soup?
Well, my favorite soup is I make this vegan minestrone that is like, not to brag, but I'm bragging. It's very good.
What is regular minestrone? What kind of like?
It's got like, well, I'm pretty sure it's got like a bit of, actually maybe it's not. Because wait, there's lentils that I use in it. It might have some sort of meat in it. Actually, I actually have no idea what's in regular minestrone.
Huh.
Yeah. I know it's pasta, so there's like, it's, you know, the whole pasta thing. A lot of tomato. But and I use turnips instead of potatoes a lot because Kylie prefers, who is my girlfriend. Kylie prefers the turnip to the potato. Are you frozen?
Me? No, I was actually holding that. I was just about to say, and Kylie supports this project, so shout out to Kylie. Thanks for kissing Sam and stuff.
And you too just can support Sirius AI by clicking this link here for our Patreon, where you can support us for as little as $2 a month to help get Sirius AI off the ground into a real full-fledged, full-length musical. You can join our mug club. You can have my everlasting appreciation right here. Click away. All right, John, rapid fire question for Sam. I've only been asking for 10 minutes.
Oh, okay, it's my turn. Okay, Sam, what is your favorite memory of world building that we've done for this project? Like not actually what we've come up with, but like your favorite memory of the actual act of doing the world building.
That is that's a fun question. I think, yeah, because me and you sometimes like we get an idea and it's like, oh my god. I think when we came up, I don't know, I don't want to say any spoilers, but when we came up with my battery's done. When we came up with the concept for why Beam Ladine is like what his plan is, I remember like that whole day of like who Beam Ladine is and why he is the way he is, and why he treats Hope and why he treats some of these characters in the TV show the way he does.
Wait, is his first name O and his full last name is Beam Ladine? Have I been wrong the whole time?
His first name is O, his middle name is Bean, and his last name is La. And then he has a hyphen that's Dean.
Oh,
right, John?
Wow, mind blown.
Yeah, we're still like trying to figure out the language of this world. There's a lot of world building we can do here, but I'm sure that there is some way that we can legitimize the name Beam Ladine.
Sure. But I think.
Do you remember? Was this in person or was this virtual?
This was in person. Yeah.
Was this?
Yeah, this was we had just gone on a walk, I think, and over by one of the massive basic trails, and then we were hanging out in like your car afterwards, grabbing some coffee. That was like the big. We came up with an idea for a cataclysmic event.
Right.
Does that ring any bells?
Yes, it does.
Which you can see if you support Sirius AI. That cataclysmic event.
Click the link and support Sam. Smile.
And the rest.
Do a smile pose. Like a cute
Smile.
Oh, like
yeah.
Smile.
Smiling. What are we doing?
All right, good work.
Good to work. Okay, so that was my question.
No, I'm
okay.
just bumping around.
You got really good. When you think of the teaser trailer, one word that comes to mind.
Work. No.
We're gonna do a little Rihanna insert in there after you say that. It's gonna be great.
But yeah, so first word that comes to hope. Glitch.
Okay, you saved yourself with glitch. I was about to like virtual slap you for saying hope.
Wonder.
I'm so sick of that word. I'm more sick of that word too.
Yeah, wonder, hope. What other? Sirius.
And you can see the teaser trailer very soon. It's going to launch very soon. It's going to be a trailer. It's going to be teasy. Who else can explain the teaser trailer?
So I was at a read through for a show I'm in the last night, and we were reading through it, and it's a Harry Potter spin-off show called Puffs. And it's like, it's not actually about Harry Potter, but it's about a certain boy wizard who went to a certain magical school for 7 years. Anyway, point being is that they were making serious puns. Like, they're in the script, they would just spell it as serious, like as in Sirius Black. Like, and I was getting so triggered.
We do a lot of hope in serious puns, yes. Anything to make John feel welcome and home and just overall happy.
That's really the whole mission of the show is, please God, just make John smile.
And you can too if you donate.
Oh my God, Sam, you're doing great. We're gonna get a ton of gifts off this. I appreciate it.
I am a very animated person. Very animated person.
Support Sam's animation.
Right. It's also because I'm like, you got me from my underside, and that is a good side of me. So I'm just happy to express it.
So you ever see like on like organizations, like political organizations on the internet, or like not Sirius AI, but like serious organizations, they do like a quote graphic that's like black and white, and then the person's face, and then there's like a quote.
Oh, yeah.
So I just imagined a quote graphic where you're like looking very serious, and it's like, my underside, that's the best part of me. Sam True. We're gonna make that quote graphic and you can promote the episode on Facebook.
that'll be the title card. Yeah. Or the little preview that you get in YouTube is just I love it.
Is it my turn to ask a question?
I think you asked the last question we need to be asking.
Okay.
What have we really learned here today?
I don't know what Sam's like from an outside perspective anymore, but like I think we covered him. Yeah, important dude. Wrote the lyrics, and
he doesn't know what's in real minestrone. Yeah, that's Sam right there.
Yeah.
That's pretty accurate. Yeah, I mean, I feel like that really does describe me pretty well. I sometimes know what I'm doing. I sometimes don't.
Sam writes good lyrics. He's good with bouncing off world building and character ideas, and I make him excited. So those three things is his contribution to Sirius, and that's why he's been on this project for so long.
Aw. Well, I'm happy to be here.
Excite you. Yeah. Well, I hope you're ready. I hope you're ready to make more episodes, because if you support us today, then we are going to be able to fund more episodes. I know what you're thinking. Geez, John, animation is expensive. Yeah, but it's worth it because this is awesome.
I was actually more specifically thinking, gee willikers, John, as opposed to just G's. But like, I mean, who's counting? When was the last
I feel
time
like we've become
said gee willikers?
I don't know, probably like a month ago.
What was that thing we were talking about where I'm like, oh, who actually says this verbatim? And like the next day somebody said it. It was like a Southern expression of like, well, stuff my grits or something. And then like
my grits.
Like I was just like talking to you about it, and then like the next day somebody, anyway, it'll hit me later. It'll come to me later. I don't know.
Golly's one I like to use. Golly's fun. And sort of good golly every now and then. Golly! That's a tone.
That's good. I was half expecting you to say like, oh, like sardonically, like golly. Like it shouldn't ever sound.
You can't say a word like that without trying.
Golly! This sounds like I'm getting a hernia.
Golly, this hernia really hurts. Ooh, yeah.
Long, long ago, there lived these joyous, creative creatures called humans, or people. Little bundles of biomatter that inhabited the Earth.
Earth, the third planet from the sun.